Anindita Sinha has a rich professional experience of more than 2 decades with reputed organizations, private entity like Yatri Travels, to government PSUs like Airport Authority of India, to Indian MNCs like GVK and GMR Groups. Presently, she is heading the corporate communications for L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad Limited. From a business development officer to a spokesperson to head of corporate communications, her journey in aviation and communication has varied experiences to narrate and interesting tales to tell. A recipient of several awards, she is also the co-chair of ASSOCHAM's National EODB Council and co-convener for CII Telangana's Cultural and Tourism Council. Anindita also makes her mark regularly in several conferences, summits, and educational institutions as a guest speaker.
See, corporate communication is a very dynamic career. It's a very interesting career because every day you have something new to do in life, which will never bring you boredom. And there are different verticals of corporate communication. It's media relations, branding and marketing communication. At some organization, even business development comes under it. Then your digital media, the new age media, then your internal communication and employee engagement. At many organizations, HR don't deal with it, and corporate communication deals with it. So there are different verticals. So when different verticals, there are varieties there, so it gives you even more exciting atmosphere to work with. Career with corporate communication is always very challenging, because you have to be active 24/7. If you are in corporate communication, especially you're into public relations, in media, there cannot be any stop in your day. It is 24/7. Your phone will be ringing, your phone should be on, and you should be responsive to it, to your phone and calls, and prompt answers. That too, the challenge again comes how you deal with your communication. So it has to be in line with the organization you're working, and it should never go wrong, because corporate communication are the reputation custodian of a company. Okay, so you always have to think yourself, as you always protect your dignity, your your self image. That's exactly you're doing for the company. And for a corporate communication professional, I would say that you have to be very mentally active and physically active. If you are very feel dull, very low, or very, if you're a bit of laid back and lazy, one should not take up corporate communication, because corporate communication is all about fun, enjoyment, activity, and always it is on. It's bring it on. Another thing is, for corporate communication professional, I would say that once you finish your degree, whether you're doing public relations or your mass comm, whatever, it's always good to have an agency experience. So if a corporate communication professional comes with a PR agency background, a media background, then I don't think the road will end anywhere for him or her. It will absolutely be a wonderful journey. And in today's date, even government organizations are developing corporate communication department. Why? Because they are all very much concerned about their reputation, and they have understood that only the public, their admin or PR, I think it's a HR or admin, more or less they manage it. They are not the proficient people to deal with the image of an organization. So the scope is wide. It is very positive. You have a very bright future ahead in corporate communication for sure. Only thing is that your personality has to be in line with the corporate communication tempo. So there are many things to learn in this new industry, which I'm slowly learning here. It's not a very big journey with Metro. It's just 1 year plus. So and I'm enjoying every bit of it. So basically, what I mean to say is, I always look for new challenges, and to learn something new, and that gives me a kick in my life always. And with that mindset, even after working in airport for from 93 to in aviation and airports from 93 to 2018, I still thought that I should go somewhere to learn something new, and that's how I changed the industry. The first and foremost, aspect which was in my mind is that I have to be independent and as soon as possible. Because in fact, even if even after I passed my 10th, the holidays which I had, I used to teach some students. So that trigger was always there, that I have to earn, I have to be independent. So that was the first and foremost thing in my mind when I thought of choosing a career. And then coming to a career, I always wanted that a career, a job which I will enjoy. Because if something is just dragging me for money, it will not last forever, and I'll be a rolling stock, changing my job every third day. And as you say, rolling stone gathers no moss, so that would all it would happen. So a job which I would enjoy, and it in return it will give me some learning. If you're doing a job which is not getting you to learn anything, I think it's better not to pursue that, and seriously think of changing your job. So that was all in my mind. First is to be independent, to do a job which will bring me joy, pleasure. After finishing, I'll be so happy. Wow, today was a good day. That was in my mind. And of course, let us be practical also. Money is important. So as passion is important in life, I think it should be blended with a bit of practicality where you have money also. So when you choose your career, do think of your prospect also. You do want to have a good life. Corporate communication skill sets, very vibrant. You should know to brand yourself. If you know to brand yourself, you can brand your company. That should be the keyword. So you have to be very vibrant, you have to be very active, you have to have that positive attitude. Yes, I can do it. You have to, that go-getter attitude, never to die spirit, and always active in mind, high energy, and the adaptability, because you have to deal with many different organization, different people. Media is your one of your stakeholder. Your internal your employees are your stakeholder. So there are many stakeholders you have to deal with. So adaptability, and the you have to be very level headed, very practical, strategic, as well as very friendly and very easy going person. For a simple reason, Corpcom can give you a lot of stress at times. So you have to be little easygoing, little level headed, so that you can deal with the stress. If you don't fall prey to the stress, then it might really not be a very successful journey for you. Another very important skill set for a corporate communication professional is that they should not only stick to what is happening in the company and the department, but the related policies, and what are the policy changes, what are the government regulations related to it coming up. So it should never have a very constricted view that okay, I derive my corporate communication strategy only for the company, based on only my company's vision. It definitely should be designed in line with the company's vision and mission. It should not go haywire, but you have to be very strongly learn you should learn the current affairs, what is going on, and what are the policy changes happening, what are the political scenario, the changes what is happening can bring, what are the what's the new economic policy can bring to your organization or to the industry. Suppose you're working in a petroleum agency, so it is not only for that company you get to know and you should know, but you should know overall what the industry, the petroleum industry, what is going around abroad and in India to derive your communication. If you really want to be a very successful communication professional, you have to have that sound knowledge of your countries and abroad, what are the policy changes related to that industry happening. I guess I've already spoken some points on how one should take up their professional life and be successful. But if I say three very important words which I always maintained, one is be upright, be truthful. If you are truthful to your job, to your conscience, then I don't think there you should compromise any way which you think that something is going wrong in that particular job. So be truthful yourself and be upright. Never compromise with something wrong. We have to all compromise in life for something or the other for sure, but something which is grossly wrong, you're saying, let your self values, your ethics speak up. So never compromise with something wrong, and always be you have to have that go-getter attitude in life. No matter what comes, don't first start with, oh, I cannot do it. You should have the go-getter attitude that yes, I can do it. Of course, you have to have confidence in your capability. It cannot, that the work should be in line with your capability. That is for sure. Because if you are suddenly in a communication line, you cannot just jump over and saying, oh, I can do a bank job. Maybe you can do, but that the percentage is very minimal. So in line with your capability, you should have that go-getter attitude that yes, I can do it. I can definitely try for it and it can be done. A few messages for the young generation. Of course, let me tell you, you should always think yourself young, even if you're at your 60 or even more. I think myself young. But having said that, I have two young sons at home, and I find there is a bit of intolerance in kids, youth nowadays. Maybe because there are too many distractions around. So I would say the message for the young generation: be little tolerant. Always consider experience heads to be something to look up to, that you can learn many things from experienced people. And another thing I especially want the young generation is to have a lot of general knowledge, what current affairs. Nowadays everything is so digital for you all. I would still say that flip through the newspapers, the hard copy of it, the print copy of newspapers. Trust me, the different perspectives you get from different newspapers, that helps you in developing your analytical mind. Unless you have a comparison in front of you with 4-5 different styles of writing, styles of news presentation, style of perspective, how would you apply your analytical skill? If you're only up to your mobile, getting the NDTV or Times Now or Republic TV or in shorts updates, that yes, you come to know in shorts what is happening around, but you are taking yourself away from in-depth knowledge and study, which at one point of time, when you want to do some higher studies, you want to pursue higher studies, a different career, it will come very handy to you. In-depth study, not only superficial knowledge. Please do some in-depth study, do a comparative study, and be tolerant.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the bell icon for more updates.